They say they love you. They don't love you like I do. They don't love you like I do. Like I do. Whoa.
YouTube, what's the deal? Real King J, and you know I'm back with it, man. Back with some more game, back with some more advice. I appreciate all the support I've been getting. Right now I'm at 8 subscribers. You know, I think from a year from now I'll be at 8,000. I might be at 8 million, right? You know, but truthfully, I'm not worried about how long it takes for me to get to where I want to get to. All I'm focused on is the process. And I'm enjoying this process, man. I love making these videos. I ain't gonna lie, I do. I really like making these videos because this is a space that I feel like when I talk, people listen and people can relate to me. You know, this is the one time in my life that I feel like I'm not an outsider, right? So I do appreciate all the support. You know, I appreciate people sending me topics. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it rolling, right? But without further ado, let's get into it. Focus on where you want to get to, not where you at. You know, this morning I woke up, and I'm human like everybody else. I had my mind was heavy, my thoughts were heavy, right? You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in my life right now. I won't get into everything, but there's a lot of stuff going on in my life right now, and a lot of it's not serving me, right? A lot of it's not serving me. Truthfully, at 27, I thought I would be in a different position, right? Truthfully, at 27, hell, I thought I'd be married, kids, somewhere in Dubai, right? But that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? That's not the case. And I have to remind myself, you gotta stop focusing on where you at. Just focus on where you want to get to. Our brain and our mind is a powerful, powerful instrument. And it's very malleable, right? Very malleable. You got to be careful what you putting in your brain, and you got to be careful on the things that you listening to and the things that you watching. Because your brain is literally like a magnet. And what you think about is what you're going to attract in your real life. What you focus your mind on is what you're going to attract in your life. So if you're always focusing on the negative, if you're always focused on what could go wrong, if you're always focused on what's bad that happened in your life and what's bad to come, guess what you're going to attract? Guess what you're going to start to see in your life? That's why whenever you're having a bad day and you're grumpy, having a bad day, more bad stuff starts to happen because you're focused on the bad that didn't happen. You know, if you were having a bad day, right? We all have bad days. And you turn the energy, you stop that bad energy, and you focus on the good that's happening in that day, right? You can turn around a bad day. That's how you turn around a bad day. And the same way you turn around a bad day, changing your thoughts, it's the same way that you turn around your life. You know, I had to really remind myself this morning, I gotta focus on where I want to get to, not where I'm at. Not where I'm at. Because this is the truth. Wherever you at right now is a result of your mind in the past. Most likely, if you in a positive position, thinking positive, or most likely if you in a negative position, thinking negative. So now you've manifested what your mind has been focused on this whole time. This whole time. This whole time. What we put our focus on is what we're gonna attract. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't say when it's one thing, it's another. I say when it's one blessing, it's another. Because I don't want to focus on the bad. We all know about the bad. Let's focus on the good. And the way that our brain is set up, it's set up to focus on the bad. It's not set up to focus on the good. because our brain is trying to keep us safe. That's why you got to control your brain. You got to control your mind. Your mind is not your friend. Your mind, a lot of people say your brain, your mind is your best friend. It's not. It's not. It can be, but naturally, your brain is trying to keep you safe. It's trying to keep you in a safe environment. It's trying to keep you in safe quarters. You know what I'm saying? Your brain is trying to keep you safe. It's not trying to elevate you to the next level. But you got to control your brain. You got to put those thoughts in your brain and those thoughts in your mind. That's going to take you to the next level. You got to focus on positivity. It's just like working out. When you go to the gym and you work your muscles out, your muscles ain't just growing. You putting that work in. You tearing your muscles, letting them rest, and they build back up. You got to do the same thing with your mind. You got to reprogram your mind for success. You got to reprogram your mind for positivity. And you can't do that by focusing on where you at. You can't focus on where you at. If you driving a car and you looking down, focusing on where you at, you not looking ahead of you. This is a cliche saying, but it's a reason why. Your front mirror is bigger than your rear view mirror, because you got to focus on where you going. You know, I like to think about it as deer hunting. When you're deer hunting, and I've never been deer hunting, right? I've just played the deer hunting game, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I've watched like on YouTube and stuff like that. I have people around me that deer hunt and stuff like that, that I know that deer hunt. So they tell me, like, when you're out there and you're deer hunting, the only thing that you focused on, you got to be quiet, silence, and you just focus on them steps. You focus on that deer. So when you see that deer, boom. That deer in your life is where you want to be. Think about that deer as your goals and your target and where you want to be. And man, look, man, all y'all animal activists, PETA, man, don't come on my video talking about some, you should be killing the deer and this and that. This ain't the video for that. Don't come on here talk about that, man. Do not do that. But yeah, you got to stay focused on where you want to go to, man. You know? Every day you got to write down. Every day you got to look at, okay, what am I doing, right? And that's what I had to do today. I had to get up and I had to say my affirmations. Everything that I was thinking negative, I had to say the opposite affirmation. That's really what you got to do. When you think something negative, just automatically say the opposite. Oh, I'm fat and ugly. Oh, I'm so thankful that I'm fit and I'm beautiful. Right? Oh, I'm so broke and I'm so poor. I'm so thankful that I'm abundant in money and my bills are always paid every month. You got to say the opposite of what you're thinking. You can't let your mind win. You got to win your mind. You have to win your mind. Your mind is going to heed to your instruction. Your mind is going to heed to what you tell it to do. Amen. Don't focus on where you at. Focus on where you want to get to. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. If you got any topics that you want me to talk about, hit me on Instagram or comment them down below. I would love to talk about more topics. But on that note, I'm gone. Peace.